bane of all artificers, the legendary Atogs devoured intricate tools to further their own twisted growth. On Dominaria, a scavenger. On Mirrodin, a predator. On Kaladesh, a gremlin? That's right, Atog is back in Standard, sort of, but make no mistake, this is an Atog deck. You make tokens and sack them to Atog. It's beautiful. It may not win you a GP, but it is still fierce and a ton of fun. Best of all, the deck can be made for only about $60. Perfect for newer returning players to Standard. Let's take a look. All prices shown in this video are Card Kingdom prices, our channel's sponsor. You can help support this channel just by visiting Card Kingdom via the affiliate link and checking out if Card Kingdom's prices on cards and accessories are right for you. Now then, how does this deck work? Ideally, we would have a card like Fling to just throw our big fat Atog at our opponent's face, which is, by the way, how a deck such as Pauper Atog works. But we don't exactly have Fling. We also don't exactly have Atog, but the functional reprint of it in Ravenous Intruder. Both Ravenous Intruder and Atog are a 1/2 for 2 with sacrifice an artifact. Ravenous Intruder gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So again, with Atog, you drop tons of artifacts, gobble them up, pumping up Atog in the process, and then swing or fling. But we don't have fling, but we do have a key to the city, and that lets us give our Atog unblockable, and also offers a tasty snack afterwards. We also have a card like Invigorated Rampage to give it trample. So it's still a basic Atog deck, but it's got a surprise that your opponent may not be expecting. The deck also packs an alternate win condition in terms of an infinite combo, but no, this combo is kitty-free. Here we combine Crackdown Construct with Wandering Fumarole. Once we make Wandering Fumarole into a 1/4 blue and red elemental, it has spend 0, switch this creature's power and toughness until end of turn. Now then, do you see how that goes infinite with Crackdown Construct? Construct reads, whenever you activate an ability of an artifact or creature that isn't a mana ability, Crackdown Construct gets +1/+1 until end of turn. In other words, you just swap that power and toughness back and forth, making Construct a million power toughness. Maybe give it unblockable with the key or trample, and it's great out of nowhere interaction that a lot of your opponents won't see coming. Also, have you noticed the prices on these cards? Well, what else does this deck run? Let's start with our delicious artifacts. We already mentioned Key to the City, which costs 2, lets us tap to discard a card, and up to 1 target creature can't be blocked this turn. What's nice is that when Key becomes untapped, you may spend 2 to draw a card. The interaction with either Ravenous Intruder or Construct is obvious and explained already, but we're also going to run 3 Aethersphere Harvesters, which is a pretty powerful card in its own right. When Aethersphere Harvester enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy counters. Spend an energy, and Aethersphere Harvester gains lifelink until end of turn. Crewing it only costs 1, turning it into a 3/5 flying. That 5 toughness protects it against everything from Grasp of Darkness to Fatal Slip. I mean, how's a big giant airplane going to slip? I don't know. We might not have Ichor Wellspring, but with Servo Schematic, for 2 mana, a 1/1 Servo artifact is provided to us when it enters the battlefield or is put into a graveyard from the battlefield. Intruder eats all of these things, meaning it can gain +8/+8 just from this one card alone. Imagine if you had 2 or 3. Prophetic Prism gives us card draw and mana fixing, and Renegade Map is a tasty treat for 1 that we can sack to fetch a land if we're in a mana pinch. Remember that energy Aethersphere Harvester gave us? We can also use it with Aether Swooper to create more artifacts for us to pump our pseudo Atog with. And those artifacts will help us improvise payments for Maverick Thopterist, for still more Thopters to eat, or just protect our stuff with Metallic Rebuke, controlling our opponents until we are well fed and ready to strike. Our other key card besides Key to the City is Invigorated Rampage, which can be used on either the Intruder or the Construct, or both, or maybe just a couple of Thopters. Either way, it lets us choose either target creature gets +4 and gains trample, or 2 target creatures each get +2 and gain trample. That trample is great with a million Construct, fine on our Intruder, and as I said, we can slip in for a win with a couple Thopters sometimes. Now, I'm currently running 2 Shock mainboard just because of the rise of Saheeli Cat combo. Depending on your meta and the deck's prominence, the these can be moved to the sideboard. The mana base obviously needs a playset of Wandering Fumaroles, as well as a playset of Spirebluff Canals. This version can run fine on a budget with Lucky 7 Islands and Lucky 7 Mountains, but if you'd like to upgrade for about $24 more, you can make this deck very mana efficient, with a playset of Aether Hubs and a playset of Spires of Industry. The sideboard is always as flexible. I like to run a lot of Negate and Dispel for added protection against removal, the rest of the playset of Shocks for cat combo and also to remove our opponent's creatures when needed, a few Tears of Valakut to protect from flyers and bigger stuff, and Anticipate for those tougher matchups where you want to set up your pieces as efficiently as possible. Classic yet unexpected standard Atog has it all, by which I mean it's Atog and it's standard. Best of all, the price is affordable, and even with the upgrades, this still falls under $100. But standard appears to be flourishing in popularity and diversity once again. So let me know in the comments below what type of deck you'd like to see a tech on next. And this video has been brought to you in part by a sponsorship from Card Kingdom, as well as the Patreon support of viewers like you. So thank you.